I just got back from Walmart. I wanted to record there, but there was just no shade. I went there for milk and Prell shampoo, the shampoo I have been using for many, many years. The first shampoo that I can remember us having at my home was Halo. And then at some point, my mother switched over to Prell. I don't know if it's because Halo was discontinued or what, but apparently green shampoo was the thing, and both my mother and I have used Prell ever since then. So I went there for Prell, and I looked everywhere. There's like 2 or 3 aisles, or 2 or 3 sides of aisles, and some of them mix like conditioner and shampoo, so I have to look at all of them, and I know what kind of bottle I'm looking for, green, and I couldn't find any, and I was so sad. You know, months ago, my favorite roll-on antiperspirant was discontinued, and I still have not recovered from that. I can't find any other roll-on antiperspirant that has the same exact ingredients that the Suave did, so I'm still on the hunt. So I thought, if I'm losing Prell also, because I'm surprised that it still exists after all these years, I thought I better start planning my funeral, because I feel like I could die. I can't lose 2 things like that in a matter of months. So I looked on my phone, and I thought maybe I can at least narrow down the aisle that I need, so I don't have to just keep going around and in circles trying to find it. So it told me which side of the aisle, and I said, okay, I'm going to focus here. So I thought, okay, I can look down below. There's some spaces with nothing. Maybe it's way in the back. And so I got on my knees and started, no, that is totally a lie. You know that. I could never get up, and I know this, not without help. So instead I chose to like bend over like an upside down wishbone, you know, like I'm about to do toe touching exercises. And there was 2 different people in the aisle, so I'm sure that was quite attractive to them. And I just started walking like that and looking down every space on the very last shelf. And I could not believe that I found it. I was so happy. And without changing my position, I tried to find a way to get my arm to the back of that. And then I thought, I could stand up and ask one of these people who might be able to grab that from me, but I didn't want to. I finally got it. I got it, and I was so happy that having to bend over like that was worth it. So I have my Prell, and I quickly stopped the funeral plans that I was making in my head. I got my Prell, I got my milk, I tried on a shirt in 2 sizes, couldn't decide which size I wanted, but then I ended up giving up because floral print, I don't know, I just, you know, see florals, but it was a good floral. It was more like a flower power kind of floral, but it just seems to be an old person print, because my grandmother wore a lot of florals, but I'm a grandmother. It's not that kind of a grandmother. I just don't want florals. So I ended up putting them down, and I thought, if I changed my mind, I could look online to see if that exact style shirt, I liked the style, okay, maybe it comes in other prints online. Sometimes you have more choice online. Now I'm going out tonight, and that's why I'm out in the store killing time, just to try to make this day pass. I'm going out to Sidecar in South Haven, Mississippi, and I'm always going to throw it out there. If you live in the area, you want to come out, meet me, Derek, and Jeff. The 3 of us will be there tonight. So far, I don't know of anyone else that I've met in the past couple of weeks. I don't know if anybody else is going. So, maybe, maybe not. The band, oh my God, I'm going to fuck it up. Memphis Mojo? It wouldn't be Mojo Memphis, right? That doesn't sound right. All I know is I saw a clip of them playing Highway Star, and that's all I needed to know that's where I'm going. I could have gone out last night too, with Derek to some other thing, but I'm starting out with just one night per weekend. I gotta work my way up to more than that. And I think by the summer I might. I like Sidecar. I'm very familiar with them now, and I'm comfortable there, and I'm taking my own car in case Derek leaves early, and in case I'm having fun, I can stay. I've already been to Sidecar, I believe, 5 times, and I'm just so happy that I'm doing these things. I know most of you realize how happy this is making me, because for the past 8 years you've seen me be mostly unhappy. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention this. When I first went to Sidecar, it was the very first club I went to, and I looked, it was June of last year, June of 2022. Derek and the band he was in, that was their first gig at Sidecar, and I went with Skylar. Kids were allowed. It was fun, but my concern then was, can I go to a bar and not drink? I was not worried about the fact that I might drink. That wasn't my issue. My issue was, would I have fun without drinking? I knew I wasn't going to drink. You know, I've been sober long enough that that's really not a problem for me, but the problem could have been that I'd be bored out of my mind without booze, and then I just wouldn't be able to go to clubs because I'd be bored, and that was like scary. It's like I want to enjoy myself. And I didn't know anyone. I was chicken. You know, I didn't have shoes with a heel. I couldn't dance. I can't dance in flat shoes. I need at least a little, like, boot heel or something. So I was just happy to be out. And, of course, to watch Derek with the Derek Joseph Band. I wanted to watch them. So I had a lot of fun just doing all of that. And we had a booth to sit at, not the tall bar stools, so that was good. And I had fun, but to be honest, and Derek knows this, the Derek Joseph Band, even though I love country music, whatever they're playing, very few songs are anything that I would want to dance to. Tush, I would have danced to, and there's a couple of others. So it was nice, but it wasn't what I experienced at Hadley's. Because so far, the only band I had seen is the Derek Joseph Band, with my Derek in there as the bass player. They did play New Year's Eve, and I danced New Year's Eve. That was the first time, and I've told that little story. It was just so fun for me, and I danced to Tush. I had to make sure I got that one in, because that was like my favorite song that they did, but I danced to others too, so it was all good. But when I went to Hadley's last weekend, as I'm recording this, I discovered now why I will never need to drink at a bar, never. Because I get fucking high on the music. On the possibility of dancing. Everything in a bar atmosphere is right up my alley. I'm trying to be social, but it's not like if I go to a summer barbecue at somebody's house. It's like all talk, all chit-chat. Sometimes I can drift and not be paying attention to the conversation. You know, it's just the way I am. I feel like I need to be highly stimulated. I need loudness. I need music. I need action. I need a lot of people, but without having to talk to hardly any people. You know? When I went to Hadley's and that music started, I was like, how can I convince Derek that we're not leaving early? I knew from the first song that I wasn't wanting to leave. And then I was like, I can do this every night of the week if I want. There's nothing stopping me now. I know I can enjoy myself, and it's the music that makes me feel that way. Seriously, I can be in my car and just be thinking of something, and a certain song can come on and it completely changes who I am. And I asked Derek that. I said, do you feel like that? I mean, I'm thinking, am I just a weirdo? And I said, do you feel like that? Like if you hear a good song, are you like the blood just drains and it's like, he's like, well, not really, but maybe I'm just desensitized because I'm a musician. No, I think he just doesn't feel what I feel. And he doesn't dance. I don't think he's ever danced. I don't know if he would slow dance with somebody. I think I asked him that, and I think he said that might be doable, like if he's forced, you know. But I don't know. I think you need to feel that feeling. I should say this. I think anybody who dances is probably feeling that drug that I feel like I just took when I'm in a bar. And again, the noise works for me. And the talking when there's a break, it's just enough socializing for me. I love that. And then when the music is loud and you can't talk, or you have to, like, you know, scream in somebody's ear, I'm good with that too. I guess apparently I like somebody screaming in my ear. I don't know, it's just, and then just watching the band, dancing, watching people dance. I just love it all so much. And I just can't believe, I keep saying to myself, is this really happening for me? That the life that I loved in my 20s, especially, you know, when I was in my 20s, started at teens. I started going to bars at 14. In Maine, they didn't seem to be strict. I could get into bars, and not just me and my friends. I mean, we could just go in. Come on in. And so, you know, I spent a good 15 years in bars, up until I was like 30. And then I started going to college at 30, and I just switched gears. I was gaining weight. I was drinking way too much. It was like whole other story there. I didn't go out to drink. I drank so I could go out. I needed to be half drunk before I even got to the club, because I thought I was antisocial. I thought that was what was causing me to have fun, because I was drunk for so many years before that, because I was drinking as a child, actually. I didn't know any other way, and when I started going to clubs, I just drank, because that's what I did. I drank. So I didn't know. I never knew that even back then I could have probably gone out without drinking and have fun. Because other functions, I still don't have fun at. You know, I have no interest in a lot of things. So at that point, if I'm going someplace that I know I'm not going to be happy and having fun, my only choices are start drinking or just don't go to those things. And my choice, obviously, is just to not go to those things. So if somebody sees me at a bar, they would think that I'm very outgoing and would enjoy myself probably in any situation, and it's just absolutely not true. Absolutely not true. Anyway, just wanted to let you guys know that I'm going out tonight, and I'm going to be high on music. Can't wait. Can't fucking wait. And another thing, I'm actually going to mention this, and I've been thinking about it for a while, but I still have to think about it a little bit more. But now that my life has way more happiness than stress and misery, I honestly think I could go back to maybe having comments on. Huh? Did you hear that coming out of my mouth? I have had comments off for 4 years now, and I shut them off across my social media. Any place that I can turn a comment off or make it not possible for someone to comment, like even on Facebook, I can't turn it off, but I can say that only people I mention can comment, and I just don't mention people. So, you know, I couldn't deal with it all, because first of all, I will always have comments go to review. I would never let my comments just go out to the public like that without me knowing. I have to look in the review section of YouTube, and I can send them out. Okay, this one's good. I'll push that one out. I'll push that one out. I need to review it. And that's where the issue comes in. I'll talk about that in a second. I would not turn anything on my social. If people would want to comment, they would have to just be commenting under my videos. And I know a lot of people would absolutely love that. And I really do know it would help my channel, because people get pissed if they can't comment, and, you know, they just feel like they're left out. But I'm telling you, I had to do that because my life was so stressful taking care of my mother all these years, and I couldn't add negativity to that. Even though it's not the negativity that really bothers me, it would be the people who would say things like, oh, I like that quilt top that you made, could I make that in blue? It's like, what the fuck? You need to ask me if you're allowed to change the color that, you know what I mean? I would just get so frustrated by people. And I know it's because I was so maxed out with stress that anything could just make me, you know, like fall apart. Hang on. Noise in the sky is in my life, apparently. Now that I'm happier than I ever thought was possible, I think I could manage that. I'll try it. I'll try it soon. Not today. I have to still, I have to recover from the fact that I said this out loud. And I hope you guys understand that what I do because I have to do it. Comments off for 4 years was necessary, absolutely necessary for me. And the one thing that I really started hating is that I was playing into it, and, you know, somebody would say something horrible to me and I would smack back with something equally as horrible. And then that started getting popular, and I could tell that people were commenting just to get that reaction from me. And I used to read the comments on my channel, so I could tell it started getting fake. You know, this person just picked out way too many things that they know I don't care to hear. So I just said, you know what, I'm giving up. I'm just turning everything off. And that was 4 years ago. And now I'd like to maybe revisit it. And, oh yeah, so about the time spent with reviewing comments, I used to spend at least an hour every morning cleaning up the comments that came in through the night. And then I would have to do that several times during the day, because I used to get a lot of comments, a lot. And I have no clue how many comments I would get, but I know it would be very, very time consuming for me. And I've considered hiring somebody to do that for me, to review the comments so that they could delete any negative comment or just stupid comments. Those are the ones that drive me crazy. And then only push out the good ones, and then that's all I'd ever see. Can you imagine how nice that would be for me to be comfortable looking at comments? Because it can drain me doing the reviewing myself. So I need to work on that. It's, you know, it's risky when you let someone else inside your channel. You know, it's very risky. It's something that I would have absolutely loved to have Derek do, but if you haven't noticed, Derek has a lot on his plate. I wonder if Skylar would do something like that for me. Oh, but I would hate for her to see some of the comments. No, because people can be completely mean to me. And even when Skylar was a child on my videos, that little girl that I can't remember if she was like 4 or 5, I can't remember, but I do know the first video that she was ever on my channel, I had people say horrible things about her, horrible, call her the absolute worst names you can think of. And even though those words don't bother me, I don't want them saying it about my fucking granddaughter, right? When she was a little kid. So I wouldn't be able to do that. So that's not going to be her job. But I'll figure something out. I really will. And now, what am I going to do? I guess I'll work on my sale, kill time that way. I can't wait to go out, going in my own car, so that makes me feel grown up, that I'm not having Derek like babysit me. But what I've decided is anytime there's a new bar, I'm already comfortable at Hadley's. I would absolutely go there alone because I know what to expect. I open the door, I know where the bathroom is, I know where the bar is, even though I didn't go to the bar, but I would know that's where I go to get water. And I have friends that I met there, so if they were there, I could easily go there. I'm so anxious to start doing things. First time I would go to a new place, I would want Derek to take me. I don't have to walk in alone, and so that's a good plan for me. I'm trying to make everything work to make it possible for me to have a fantastic fucking year. I can't wait. Just very happy. And you know, I'm going to play the whole comments thing in my head a few times, but I really want to do it. I really want to do it. I just need to have a plan to make it the easiest for me. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!